Hi, everybody. Russell Western Network. Oh, pardon me. Hope you're all safe and well. It's the news at 10 o'clock UK time. Obviously, other territories will vary in terms of times, but I hope you're safe and well. A few stories. Today we've had a bit of a random bunch, really. We had we started to the ratings, but didn't bother doing them afterwards because we started a debate about how poor the game was against Brighton. And then we had Hammer's headlines, where we spoke about the injury updates going into the AEK Larnaca game. And today, for this show, we've got 3 stories all about no transfer stuff, all about reports about what's happened over the weekend and stuff like that. If you're new, Andy, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give me one of those bloody good subscribers. Thank you very, very much for joining me, as always. Let's start with the first one. The computer says no to relegation. In terms of what's going down, according to an article from 538, it reported that that we will not be going down. There we go. Obviously, we're set to return to European action on Thursday, but the article ran the numbers over the weekend, and despite us losing 4-0 to Brighton away at the Amex, it believes that West Ham will be able to avoid the drop despite our current poor form. According to their data, West Ham are set to end the season with 40 points with a minus 11 goal difference, which gives us apparently a 14% chance of being relegated this season. We're scratching at straws, aren't we, in terms of good news stuff? It predicts that Bournemouth, Southampton and Everton are set to be the trio most likely to go down on 33, 33 and 34 points respectively, whilst Nottingham Forest will end with 36 points and Leeds 37. And they're also expected to finish below West Ham. As it stands, we need to take all the positives we can, really, from the weekend. Obviously, despite the fact that we lost, we didn't move our position, so to speak, although our goal difference took a battering, despite it having a plus, an advantage, so to speak, with the Nottingham Forest game the week before. But the data suggests the team will avoid relegation at this point, and we have to be thankful for that. Although that's another thing, it's predicted rather than actual, so we'll see what happens. I mean, looking at it, we also have if anyone interested, we have a less than 1% chance of qualifying for the Champions League as well. But yes, 14%. Then above us, the supercomputer reckons Wolves going to finish. How does that happen? That doesn't make any sense. We'll finish above Wolves then. Yeah, we could be. Yeah, because it says Wolves will be on 40 points. Leicester 41, Palace 42 points. And then Villa, Chelsea predicts Arsenal will win the league. 54% chance of winning. Man City, 45% chance of winning. So it says the top 4. They predict Arsenal, Man City, Man United and Liverpool, with Brighton finishing 6th and Newcastle finishing 7th. So we'll see how close we are to the supercomputer. All I'm bothered about is us staying up, not necessarily what computer says. That's only just predicted, isn't it? But it was being reported, so we reported to you. Obviously, we had a number of our players out on loan. They were on action on loan for their loan clubs over the weekend. Connor Coventry played his part in a memorable win for Rotherham, who beat QPR 3-1 on Saturday afternoon. That's consecutive home wins have been secured. As former West Ham man, he never did walk out to the bubbles. Jordan Hughes scored a brace as captain, which was great to see. And since joining Rotherham in January, Connor Coventry has tasted defeat just twice, with Matt Taylor, former West Ham players, who's manager there, men winning 2 of their last 3 championship fixtures. They're currently 18th in the table, with 9 wins in this year, more than us. But they're 2 points clear of relegation zone as it stands, very similar to us. There was also a win for Brian Kinner, who recorded his first clean sheets. It's moving to Falkirk on loan from West Ham in January. Also, Nathan Trott, another West Ham goalkeeper, recorded a win and a clean sheet. He helped his side to a 3rd win in 5 matches and extended their lead at the top of the Danish First Division to 4 points. Also, our good friend Arthur Masuaku was involved in the victory for Besiktas, who returned to action with a 2-1 victory against Akrakugu. No, it's not Akrakugu, but it's Ankarakaru Kuku. That's definitely pronounced wrong, in the Turkish Super League on Sunday. So former Southampton winger Nathan Redmond scored in that game, as well as former Everton forward Genek Tosun scored as well, in terms of taking all 3 points. 2 wins in their last 5 games take Besiktas to third in the table, 8 points behind Fenerbahce in second. So, they fared a lot better than we did as a club. To compel our misery of weekends even further internally at West Ham, the under-21s also suffered a heavy defeat, again by 4 clear goals, but this time to Man City on Friday, a side which included a returning Maxwell Cornet. Do you remember him? 5 months since he last stepped foot for a West Ham side on the pitch. He played the first 45 minutes, where they inevitably lost 5-1 to Man City at Rush Green. To compare a truly awful weekend for West Ham, the West Ham women's side also lost on Sunday to Reading 2-1 in the Women's Super League. For those not going to the West Ham men's match against Aston Villa on Sunday, the West Ham women are also playing at home against the same opponents. Obviously not the same opponents, but against Aston Villa. That'd be quite a lot for them to play 2 games within an hour of each other. They're playing at the Chilwell Construction Centre Stadium, Dagenham Redbridge Ground, at 3 p.m. if you want to go along to that, if you're not going to the Aston Villa game, the men's Aston Villa game. And that's it, my friends. Short and sweet. Appreciate you always for joining us. Give us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think about the supercomputer, eh? Do you rate our 1%, less than 1% chance of getting to the Champions League? Anyway, I've got to laugh. If not, I'll cry. Anyway, take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay humble. Keep the faith, my friends. And I'll see you guys very, very, very soon. Take care. Ciao, ciao.